Hello Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 14 of our Direwolf 20 Let's Play series. Last episode we were working on an Enderman spawner to try and relieve the issues of ender pearls, and we have done it. So I actually have a good source of getting our ender pearls in now, and I was using barrels last time, or not barrels, drums. Keep on wanting to call them barrels, I guess, because to me in real life that's what they are. So, but instead of doing, a barrel down here or a drum down here and one up there, I went ahead and piped it all the way up. So I still have a place for a drum up top, but that's just so that whenever this one gets some in it, I can take it up top, swap it out with the empty one. But what I collected last time and a little more, got quite a bit of ender pearls. So I've actually been able to do some work off the camera, getting some things made and prepared, and just some stuff I'd been holding off on. One thing I've had an issue with, and it's still dealing with the Enderman, is getting the heads. I have, well, let's see, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks plus 5, plus I've already used about a stack, so about 7 stacks of ender pearls. I have gotten no Enderman heads. I'd say I probably did all but 2 stacks with the grinder, and then I took the grinder out and used my manual cleaver, and this actually has an upgrade on the chances to behead. I believe it may not. I don't remember if it's naturally 20% or if I put an upgrade on it to make it 20, but anyways, 20% chance to behead. I've killed probably 20 or 30 Endermen and not a single head. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to craft some things from Ender.io. One of the things we're going to start off with is the Ender. The reason for this is when you hold shift, you can see increases skull and ender pearl drops. So I'm hoping this will allow me to be able to get some of the Enderman heads, because there are some crafting items that requires that. Also, I wanted to be able to get some armor, so I made up enough so I could make a set of armor. That way I can, well, for one, let me get out of that real quick. So that way I can get out of my looted steel armor. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I can deal with that for now. What else? I've got 3 more. And this work really well as a combination, so I really don't see much of a need to try and replace the pick, so I'm just going to go with that for now. Well, that was fun. That was a nice little crash to the desktop. So anyways, find a place to get this stuff out of my pack. And have I got any room? I don't have any room in here. Wow. I already had 1 ender, but I mean, it was about a third left, and I didn't want to have to repair it. I just figured I'd go ahead and make another one. That doesn't need to be in there. That can go there. Alright. So, one of the things that we want to do is work on an ender pump. And that's the endothermic pump. One of the advantages of this over using the Buildcraft pump is, first of all, this has a chunk loader built into it, so we don't have to have the chunk loader down in the nether. The second thing is, and I can show you this real quick, and I'm going to want to switch to blaze while I'm down here. Is, as you can see, this is really, how rude, interrupting me. Okay, there another one, and we'll see if it shows up. Anyways, as you can see, where this has been pumping the lava out, you've got your source blocks, and then you've got your movement blocks. The issue with this is the blocks that move like that can cause lag. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the endothermic pump, and that will go back in here and replace the Buildcraft pump. So let's go ahead and make that happen. Alright, with the endothermic pump, one of the first things we're going to do is make ender infused obsidian, which uses an ender pearl and 4 obsidian, like that. Alright, next item up is we got a water bucket, a lava bucket, eye of ender, iron pickaxe, and a diamond. So we'll just go ahead and highlight everything in its place and get everything placed here. And I can do that here. And there we go. We now have our endothermic pump. We do get the buckets back, so that's pretty cool. Alright, did I bring a wrench? Of course not. No, I'll just whack it. There. Now this should go back into the same spot using the same settings. And that should be that. So now we should be able to take this out. And I do have to be careful with that pick now because I did add a little bit of haste onto it. So it's now, what, level 3 haste, auto repair, and fortune 3. So pretty decent little pick. I seem to have an overabundance, which I'm back down a little bit on redstone now, so I need to go mine some more of that. Lapis, boatloads of it everywhere it seems. But anyways, one of the things that we're going to want to do with our ender sword, and actually with all of our dark steel stuff, all the armor and everything, all of these pieces, is we want to be able to upgrade those. So one of the first things we're going to do, and I'll go ahead and pull it up. As you can see where it says anvil upgrades empowered vibrant crystal plus 20 levels. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a vibrant crystal, and the way you do that is you take your vibrant alloy and make nuggets, and then you put an emerald and then a donut around it, and that gives you your vibrant crystal. Then you come over here to the anvil, put your ender sword in the first slot, your vibrant crystal in the second, and as you can see it's going to use the enchantment cost of 20, which comes against your levels. So I've got 32 minus 20. I'm not real big on names, so we'll just leave the name there. So now we have this, and as you can see, with it empowered, you get an increased skull and ender pearl drop. Enderman cannot teleport once hit, and it's +2 damage when powered. So what we're going to do is we can go down here to our capacitor bank, and if you'll remember, I said these slots are for charging. We can take this, drop it in, and you can see this little bar going up, and you can see the numbers going up too when you hold shift over it. And so now this is charged. Another handy thing about this is while this is charged, if you look under empowered where it says power 10,000 RF, 75% of the damage is absorbed by the power as long as it's charged. So the majority of the damage is going to go against the power. So, but one of the things that I guess really like the most about it is Enderman cannot teleport once they're hit with this. So you don't have to worry about hitting them and then they teleport off all over the place and bounce around and sneak up behind you or just vanish, and you can't ever find them and have to go hunt down another one. Once you hit it with this, they stay. And I've actually used one of these in another world whenever I was first testing out Direwolf 20's 1.7. And if you hit them with this and it starts to rain, they will stay until they die. They won't teleport at all. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, so let's see. We've got, where do our chunks fall here? Go back into blaze form. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my chunk loader, because I want to make sure that I'm covering this and this over here, but I don't want it, just ungodly large. Let's see, that's going to be 2 that way. This is 1, 2, 3 chunks that way. So that's 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, for now, I'll just put it there, write it out 3, and I think, no, that ain't gonna cover it, because that cut short of my Britannia. Actually, yeah, I can go ahead and run it up. Still not going to be big enough. Okay, so that's back in here. So then that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess that's right. I need to run it out 4, or I need to move it out 1 more. Now this over here is only going back 1, 2. So let's see. I can't remember what I was using for the floor out here. I think I know which one that is. I believe it's that one. So if I take and put that there, put it there, now run it out 3. I believe that will cover everything. Nope, I need to run it out 4. Okay, that ought to work for now anyways. And yeah, I know that's a huge area and probably don't need that much room, but well, advantages of running your own place. Alright, so we now have this area chunk loaded, and we should be getting constant lava. I'm not sure I'm even pulling power right now. I did set up a couple of more machines, and I made some octet octadic tier 3 capacitors. So that was a couple of things I did off camera. Still got lava. Everything's powered, everything's full. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to do. And that was to show why there is such an advantage to using these. Alright, so as you can see, I want to get a wrench. Thought I had something following me. Let's see. I get the one I'm supposed to use. Now if you use a power cell, you have to wait till it charges and all that. Good grief. How'd I hit that? Alright. Try this again. Now, because this is one entity, and I basically said how it works last time, but I wasn't able to show you because they were all full. Right now I've got 40 million RF in this entire entity. The one I'm carrying has, what, 2.5 million. But literally, if you just snap it down, pick it right back up, now I've got 4.7. Because what it does is it averages it all throughout the entire entity. So as you pick each one up, if you've got 10, if you have 10 of these down and you pick one up, it's going to pick up 1/10 of the power. So I can literally take this, drop it over there, pick it straight back up, and it'll be almost fully charged. So pretty quick way to do that. Alright, so next on the agenda we have this area chunk loaded. So all of our farm and spawner and all this should keep running when I'm off doing other things. What else? One of the other things I was looking at was the dimensional transceiver. And the newer version is going to be more difficult to make. I don't think I'm going to be able to make one of these yet because it requires the Enderman head. And so that's one of the reasons I've been trying to get the Enderman heads. I've gotten, so far since I've started the game, I've gotten one, and that went into the soul binder. So that has been an issue. If you've seen this and wondered why I have this set up, well, since I'm using my cobalt hammer now for all of my mining, it has silk touch on it. So as I'm renovating, digging areas out, this is actually where I'm expanding to, all of the chisel stuff that I've been using comes from cobblestone. So I just take a bunch of stone and throw it in here. That places it. This one breaks it when I don't have it cut off. And it's going up here now. That wasn't up there earlier. I put that there for something else. So I'll take that off. Yeah, now it goes back there. Which I guess I could have just changed the output here, but no. And so that way, it puts the cobble there. And that way I can control how much cobble I have, and I don't have to worry about, you know, changing my layout because I don't have an easy way to make cobble. But I am actually getting ready to make a cobble gen, or a cobble generator. There's a couple of different ways you can do it, but I believe the way I'm going, and I've actually, don't I already have the parts for this somewhere? Ah, yes, off that table. Okay. What I'm gonna do is use a transfer node for items, and put on the. I got an Enderman playing around outside now. I wonder if I get the head off of him. Oh, it's raining. Lovely. I bet that's why he took off. Well, so much for that. Okay. Transfer node with items, a world interaction upgrade, some transfer pipe, and I guess I can use that chest for now, because there's something else I'm going to make to go along with this. And I need water. And it's raining. Bat time. Bucket. Do, 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 do. Okay, and the other thing I need is lava. Then I'll come over here. I'll just come over here in the back corner. Yep, this area is covered. And I want to dig out there. And one there. Put my lava here. My water bucket. Put my water there. Now you've got your cobblestone. But what you can do is you can take your transfer node and drop it there. And you can actually put the chest directly on top of it. I guess I don't even need the transfer pipes yet. I will, but not quite yet. Put that on top of there. Now it's not going to do anything until you put the world interaction upgrade. And what that does is that will make cobblestone. And so this is a cobblestone generator that requires no power whatsoever. So pretty cool little thing. Yes, I know there are other ways to make cobblestone, and you know, more automated and all that, but I really don't need it, and I like the idea of being able to do it without power. So there you go. Yeah, we'll get a couple of slabs and just throw something down over the. There we go. There. And so now we have a cobble gen. And I am actually going to use that with one of our next items. And that is, if I can type, the crafter. And let's see. Alright, heads I need, but it doesn't have to, oh, it's a zombie head, so I can do that. And let's see what else we need. Machine casing, basic. Alright, so copper, gold, redstone. It's bronze. I need to cut that. Okay. Had to make sure I wasn't ablaze. Hide that. Let's see, where did my copper go? I only need one of these. Oh, redstone. Doop, doo, doo. I just need one, right? Yep. Wonder if I can find the bars real quick. So I know, yeah, there we go. And some more iron. Okay, now we're going to need a zombie head, silicone, solarium, and redstone. And I'm not going to remember all that very long. So, do a couple of things at a time. Ah, there it is. I knew I had some. Alright, so I need that and gold. Take that down, make up some solarium. Okay, you're on alloys, gold, and you go. I will be glad whenever I get everything moved in one place and organized. But, I mean, it's working out okay for now. Zombie head, silicone. 1, 2. Zombie head. What else? Making that, got that. Redstone, got that. Oh, right. I forgot I had it set to go up top. Alright, now we're going to do solarium, zombie head. Redstone. And that. And there's our logic controller. Okay, what else do we need? Machine casing, gotta make that. Crafting table and some iron ingots. Okay, I've already made the machine casing. So just need a crafting table. Done all of it? Must have missed something. Ah, iron ingots. Okay. That there and you. Okay, what did I... Oh, shoot. Now I will say this gets kind of frustrating at times, but for some reason Ender.io does not like other people's mods apparently. Because it won't use like the nature like we just did. So place this one in there and I bet it works. There you go. Now I am going to make 2 more of these. So if you will just hold on and I'll be right back. Alright, we've got those 3 made. And come and grab that. Guess I'm gonna need to make some more of that here before long. Alright, let's see. I'm getting ready to make a mess, I believe. Alright, what I want to do is I want to put that one there, there, and there. That'll work. I'm going to take and put this. I was going to put it on top, but if I'm going to have to run items... No, I can make that work. Put that on top. So that'll charge that one. And then I'll take and put you there. And you there. So all of these should be charging now. And I'm going to go ahead and put these upgrades in. Like that. And I'm going to need... Oh good. 2 item conduits. And a chest. I'm betting someone out there has already figured out what it is I'm making. Alright, so that's going to be the push. And that one's going to be the push. And that one. And then I'm going to take from there and there. I want to extract and insert. And what I want to make is that. And then once this gets up to 9, which I can go ahead and put all that in there, which is why I brought down a bunch. Let's see, how can I consolidate this a little more? Let's sort that. Okay, then I want to go to the next one. Like that. And we've got this one now. I want to take this, just like that. Compressed. Why did I get slow all of a sudden? So that's making a compressed to go to there. Double compressed, triple. Triple compressed. Okay. Review there. So basically what this is doing is making triple compressed cobblestone. And the reason for this is bedrockium. Which is, you take 4 triple compressed, 4 quadruple compressed, and 1 block of diamond to get a bedrockium. And there's a few things you can do with these. You can make a hyper energy transfer node. You can make a bedrockium drum that holds 64,000 buckets. And you can also make a watering can that is reinforced. Now the cool thing about this one is most watering cans you cannot use, you can't automate. You have to use it by hand. This one you can automate. It takes a lot of cobblestone, a lot of diamond, and a little bit of your life. You have to make a etheric sword, which is made from unstable ingots. And you also have to give a little bit of yourself, which is why it's got a heart. So in order to make this, you have to give up one of your hearts. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route yet or not, but I do want to be able to, in the future, be able to make these. because I want to play around with some of the higher end generators that you can basically have 64 of a generator into one. And I think you can do it with the solar too. Yep, there's the solar. Just some of the things I wanted to play around with in the future, and since I was working around with Ender.io, and I came across the crafters with the ability to craft automatically, and takes more power than I thought it would. But we also hit quite a few of them real fast with a bunch of cobble and all that. But it's hard to believe all that's just made 3 of those. But anyways, I believe we are pretty close to done on time. Got a few things covered. Not quite as far as I would have liked to have gotten, but that's okay. That just leaves more for next time. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to be going with it next. I would like to get further in with our little ender sword over here. I'm not sure what I want to do next on that. I might go ahead and do the basic capacitor, do the empowered 2, and I think the level 2 capacitor will take it up to level 3. And some neat little stuff that you get along with that. But the main thing is the ability to power it, the ability to keep Enderman from teleporting away, and hopefully the ability to get some of the heads from them so we can work on making some other items. But anyways, like I said, definitely getting a little further into the Ender.io. The ability to have our Ender Pearls now has greatly increased our ability to do some things in this with the Ender.io. Seems like that's definitely, I don't know if you'd consider it a weakness, but kind of a stepping stone to get further into it. So, but anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. If it's helped you out or answered any of your questions, please leave a like. If you would like to be notified when our next upload goes up, make sure to subscribe and to get that set up so you get those notifications. But most of all, I hope you just take care, God bless, and come back to see us. Bye-bye.